¿Qué pasa, amigos? How you doing? It's me, your happy psychic. What's up? So, listen, we got some stuff to ask about. I'll probably do well, tomorrow I'm going to a wedding, but I need to get a couple in before this week is over. So, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Where do I begin? Well, let's do the hurricane, Dora, hurricane. I heard from a client, and she knows who she is, that's visiting in Puerto Rico, and wrote me and said, do I have to stop my vacation? What's going to happen with the hurricane? And when I read her, and I wrote it, so it's living proof. I told her it'll hit, but barely hit. It's going to cross by. So that was true, and yeah, there probably is some damage, but nothing that probably ruined her holiday. So anyway, that I got. But now it's heading towards Florida. So let's take a look, see what I can tell folks. I've always had a bad feeling for Florida, only because of water damage. I really want to know if it's going to hit Mar-a-Lago, his holiday home, because he's kind of like out on an island outside of the Florida. If you look where it's located, it's kind of like right on the water. Is President Trump going to get hit with this hurricane coming towards? I'm seeing the number 4, so it looks like it's not going to get to a 5, but it'll be at a 4. It might, oh, never mind. I see 5 and then 4 before it hits land. It's really going to gussy up, so to speak. Is it going to hit? Somebody's telling me it's going to affect Disneyland, too. So maybe it's just because of the bad weather. Damage to Disneyland is what I heard. So, in Orlando. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it's not like deaths and stuff. I didn't see that. Is it going to hit? It doesn't matter if it hits him, because he'll use American money to fix up his place. Probably be glad it hit so he can spruce it up. Well, there will be some deaths from this. What's going to happen? There will be some deaths from this. The world is watching, so it is something that's so traumatic, everybody's looking at it. It's not as bad as the one that was in New Orleans, but it's pretty bad. Okay, I hope I'm wrong, but I think it could go through and re-amp in the Gulf of Mexico. Did they say that? Because I'm seeing it going through and re-amping, but it's just a lot of damage, more so than deaths. There will be a few deaths, though. This is something that's never happened before, so this is for the books. Mar-a-Lago, is it going to hit Mar-a-Lago? Here he is. Yeah, but it's not, no, it's not as bad. It feels either it's more north, or it might go a little bit more north or south. I see it going up, maybe more towards the tip coming up. But it will affect Mar-a-Lago, but not like destruction. Actually, legally, spiritually, I'm not supposed to beg for destruction. So it's not good to pray for that, for damage of property or anything. But I do want people to take heed to the warnings, because sometimes I know, oh, it's not going to be any big deal. Like when that lady wrote me, I felt she was safe. I felt like it was going to be okay. But I did see some damage. I've been seeing water damage. Anybody that has a reading from me that asked me about Florida, I'm telling you, I really have a bad feeling. And okay, so let's do that. So Hurricane Mar-a-Lago, there's a lot of damage, some deaths. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to ask about is O'Donnell. Our man about town, O'Donnell. He got inside information that there was paperwork for Trump signed by Russian oligarchs. Is that true, or did somebody go in and leak that to him, hoping he'd make an ass out of himself by announcing before it was confirmed? Did the Russian, because the Russians are very careful, and so it could be their signatures, but somehow I don't see their names on it. It could be their corporation names or something, a representative of this corporation. Whatever it was, Douche Bank knew that they were covered on these loans. Because this guy is a bad. And it makes total sense that they had to have a cosigner. And it makes total sense why he's so indebted to Russia and Saudi. Okay. What can I tell everybody? Lawrence O'Donnell got information from an insider at Deutsche Bank. I know what it's pronounced. I always call it Douche Bank. What's the scoop? What's the scoop on that? Was it real? Did Trump get Russia to co-sign for him? Yes or no? Yeah, they were mad at him for talking about this. Well, you guys, it's interesting. Somebody's highly upset about this, but is it Lawrence O'Donnell or no? It's the president. He knows that is getting ready to hit the fans. I'd say it's true, but they are going to fight like cats and dogs to keep the American press from getting a hold of that. Did you see he's had a falling out with Fox News too? Such a shame. I would say it's true. Let's ask this. Let's ask it this way. Let's just do 3 cards. So will Lawrence O'Donnell get to toast the cups on this and say, good. So I was not. Yes. First card that came out. Yes. Okay. So Lawrence O'Donnell will be able to say, aha. Okay. Now listen, you guys. I got to tell you something. So I was minding my own beeswax. Probably watching Pride and Prejudice, the A&E channel one that I love with Mr. Darcy for the 10th time. I don't know why I keep playing it over and over. And I keep watching Olympus Has Fallen. I don't know. I just keep dreaming. Anyway, I got this flash, and I'm just going to tell you what it is. I definitely see them beginning proceedings on Donald Trump. I see Pelosi. It's almost like I think they are going to get information. Let's take a look-see at Douche Bank. Will they have to release the information? Okay? But I saw information coming in that she's like, okay, now we're ready to go. So impeachment proceedings will begin. And I told you guys this before. It's going to be ugly. He's going to be on Twitter 24/7. People are just really going to get tired of him. But, and there's insiders. I've told you guys this before. There's big wigs, like the Koch brothers, but not the Koch brothers, but they're the money people that are discussing this and saying, yeah, this guy's going down, so we need to figure out something else. That's what I saw. Because Trump is just like, I'm out of here. I'm done with you people. He might even try to move out of the country, but he's not well. He's not well. Okay, so what can you tell me? What can you tell me about Nancy Pelosi? Will she begin impeachment? Now, I never saw Trump getting impeached, but the proceedings. You know what I'm saying? It's like information's coming out. Nancy Pelosi began impeachment proceedings. It's like ka-ching. She's going, good, here it is. Good, this is what we were waiting for. Nancy Pelosi. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, but I wanted to bring up Kennedy too and Kavanaugh. Okay. She's toasting with her fellow mates. There's money information coming in. It's one thing after the other. One thing after the other. Beginning of the end of this, people will be, remember I told you guys, you'll be celebrating in the streets. And we don't quite get it all. Listen, everything we're going to find out about Trump, it's like he quits before the big, even more big stuff comes out. But we'll find out after he's out of office, because they're not going to let it go. They're going to be like dogs holding on to a bone. Because everything that man touched, I'm telling you, everything he touches, they'll be on it. But yes, she will begin the ending of this president. And there's information. It's almost like we are like in shock. This, I know you guys are thinking that's SOB and he's got that bar working for him. But even Barr can't help him. There's stuff that's coming up that's beyond what they're able to do. Like, he's really upset they didn't. He just thinks Barr can just say, okay, we're arresting Comey. He just thinks he can do that. But somebody said Comey was like a fireman speeding to a fire. The reason Comey even did what he did was because he knew Trump was a pure and present danger. So, I see Comey testifying again. Oh, I see Mike Mueller is so tired. He's tired. He's still tired, but he's glad to be out of it, out of the craziness. They stopped talking about him as much. But do you know that they would not let him? I didn't know this, you guys. But they would not let him get the financial records? Because I've always known it was about money. And I assumed, I don't know if I said financial records with Mueller, but I felt like he had the goods, which he did. But the financial records would have put it over. I mean, there is so much stuff on Trump financially with all the oligarchs he works with. Like my friend said, you know what? He's been laundering money for Russia forever. So, okay. Now, so I want you to know impeachment proceedings. I'm almost feeling like it could be October, November. I'm not good with time frames, but I see October, November. So it's almost like, yes. So there must be another little tidbit of information getting ready to come out. What's the information getting ready to come out? Popcorn, peanuts, ice cold beer. What's the information getting ready to come out? It's a beautiful day outside, you guys. What's the information? Somebody just told me to tell you guys that hurricane is just the beginning. There's more stuff getting ready to come up. So, you know, I put this phone on airplane mode and little text things come in, but you guys can't see it. But it used to be you wouldn't get text things if it was on airplane mode. Okay. More information. Starting from the Mueller report. Starting from the Mueller report, it's about money. It's about money, and they are adding it, and I'm telling you, they're putting it all together. They're working hard, and they're underground people. There is a group of people, do not lose faith, because we look at our administration and say they're all crooks, they're all working for each other. But there are people that are going to help tie this together. I'm sorry it's about money. Like this cruel thing they're doing with the children. Let's see what's going to happen with that. poor Rachel Maddow's been talking about it for a couple of days. They gave them 33 days to go. And they're not even apologizing. They don't give a shit. And lives will be lost. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. That's what I just heard. It will be aired, too, like on TV nationally. I'm almost feeling like another country may step in and help or say, come here, and we'll help you. That's what I'm feeling. But I do see at least 2 lives being lost. Poor babies. And they're all scowling. Like, well, whatever. They shouldn't have come here to us to pay all that money. But in the meantime, they can live like pigs, you know. In the meantime, he's still not paying his bill for all his political rallies. He's not paying for the policemen and stuff. He's hurting the farmers horribly, even with the methane thing, because they can't sell corn anymore. So, you know, I'm hearing the farmers saying, you know, I'm done with him, which is like, too bad. Too bad, Mr. President. So tell me about these poor babies. I see like a group of angels, angelic beings, very bright. Like these kids are serving a purpose outside of this energy of Earth. Like hearts are going to be broken. It is going to be so sad to watch, you guys. I'm so sorry. But the outcome is well-being. Like it's going to make us decide. Because I'm almost feeling like even if they take it to court, they're not paying attention. I see people pouring money. I see another country offering to help. See, the thing is, he really affects women when he does this too, because nobody, I don't care whose kid it is, unless you're one of those bad Trumpsters that, you know, very hateful. But these children getting put in cages and then being sick and being kicked out. What the hell is the purpose of that? Why? Okay, thank you. I'm getting teary-eyed. So, go ahead, sorry. Why? Okay, thank you. They want you guys to know peace will come to our hearts. And as horrific as it is, it's awakening mankind. There's a lot of evil energy out there, you guys. It's beyond Trump. You know, this stuff couldn't have happened. He is feeding these masses of angry wolves. So that really could care less about the welfare of others. And for that, there's a price to pay, not from us, but for them. Their souls are tattered. We are here, we are with these children. We hold them, we comfort them. Don't be afraid of death, because death is just stepping over. Some of these kids, okay, I'm sorry if I'm going to say this, but they just told me this. Like some of them are really bad. So in a way, the transference over will be a release for them. But there's some that needlessly weren't put on life support or weren't able to be helped. But I do see another country. It can't be the UK because you got that Boris Karloff working over there, that madman, telling the Queen to tell Parliament not to come back. We'll look at that. I might look at that, not tomorrow, maybe Sunday. Okay, so, another country is going to come in. I see money getting thrown at this, probably from people who care about the outcome and the welfare of these kids. And America's reputation is getting damaged because it's going to take a while to get back on track, because even the other countries are looking and saying, who are these people? But you know, there's countries just as cold and mean. So, I just flashed on Angela Merkel. You guys have been asking me for a while to see how she's doing. Let me just take a look-see at her. So unfortunately, yes, they're going to be able to manage to kill some of those kids, but at the end of the day, it's shame on them. It's going to be really ugly, and we're watching it. I'm so sorry. I just have to tell you that. You know, I'll tell you if, hey, they're nothing to see here. They're going to, you know. Okay, so Angela Merkel, what's going on with you? She thinks Trump is a putz. They all at that G7 gathered together, and I'm going to tell you, they were like, let's act like we like him, because they know he's just a crazy man. It's almost like you got this crazy man there. And he's talking about that G7, but I'm not seeing it happen. Not that the G7 doesn't happen, but it could even be if he's still in office that he says, all right, everybody, and everybody says, nah, no thanks. Or they stay someplace else and meet. No, we don't want that bed bug infested place. We're going to go someplace else. Because even the other countries, there might be a couple of countries that do it, but I don't know if he's going to be around. Okay, Angela Merkel, how are you feeling, babe? She's glad to go. She's glad to go. Energetically, financially, even though I know the stock market went up today, things are getting ready to, woo, it's like we're on a ship out at sea. And I don't know what's going on with Germany. Germany's usually pretty strong, but she's worried about finances in Germany. She must have a family, because I see people she really loves. She's not a witch or anything. Oh, she's got the karmic star, you guys. And the Nine of Cups. What was wrong with her? She had something here. And it feels like they know what it is, but she's not announcing it. You know, Germans don't talk about stuff like that. She's actually going to do okay. She's got the karmic star. She's actually a really good person. She leaves a good imprint, and she's got the Nine of Cups. So I think she has a debilitating something, like something that eventually will make her kind of sick. But she will challenge it. She's going to go to other doctors, not in Germany, someplace else. But she's stable, like they know what it is. And she can live for quite a long time, even with this. But it's kind of slow. It's like a degenerative disease. Just FYI. She might announce it after she steps down. Okay, so you guys remind me what I was going to say. And I have a friend. There's a couple of people. One lady is a dream interpreter. And, well, she dreams the dreams for people. But I forgot to have her do one for me so I can make sure she's good before I forward her. I also need to tell you that Sterling, that guy that I talked to, the psychic, by the way, I think he got like 50 hits of people wanting a reading. But a lot of y'all went to a Sterling something else last name on YouTube. The Sterling I have does not have a YouTube channel. So he got, according to a friend that knows Sterling, said like he got 4,000 hits or 4,000. And I guess the guy said, somebody named Linda G. That's me. You guys rock, I'll tell you. If I recommend somebody, y'all there. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. So, I wanted to look. And also I have a friend that does, I just saw pictures of it. And he's doing his website. And I will post it. I'll probably announce him when I talk to him. Or maybe even get him on the phone and talk to him. He's really creative. So he does little collars. In fact, he asked for my dog's collars. So I like that. You know, I like people that do fun stuff like that. Okay, now, let's talk about Kennedy. Kennedy stepped down. They're saying Trump, his son worked for Deutsche Bank. And his son was the one that helped Trump get those loans that nobody would give him. And he stepped down so they could open the door, because he would have had to, on some of the stuff coming up, he would have had to say, you know, what is that when you can't work on, although Barr should have stepped down with the Epstein because his father hired Epstein. What is it called? Conflict of interest. So I guess he knew he was going to have to. And so it wasn't Trump that talked to him. Somebody else told him, you know what, it's probably going to be better if you step down and we'll get somebody in there that can work on behalf of the president. Did they force Kennedy out, or was Kennedy glad to go? Kennedy didn't want to go. I just heard that. But it's like he did it for his son. He wanted to protect his son? Interesting. What can you tell me? Kennedy. You know who I just saw as clear as day? Somebody starting to work in the yard outside. Like I need that. That little girl that drowned with her father. The one that had her arm around his neck. She's like this little bright angel. She's curious about what I'm doing. She wants everybody to know she's okay. Daddy's there too. She's a cutie patootie. She's a little bright star. This all will work out. She's helping the other children too. Okay, so Kennedy, why did you step down for real? Because he's not sick. I don't feel like he's sick. Kennedy, why did you step down for real? Trump got him to step down. And it's about underhandedness with money. Ooh, it's not good. Yeah, there was struggle, there was a battle, there's like he's doing it, but he's doing it because he wants to protect his son. I'm telling you. Nancy Pelosi knows some of this, you guys. Ooh. Nancy Pelosi knows some of this. So, okay, so he did it to help his son, just like the rumor is. But let me ask you, so, you know, I told you guys back when this happened and you guys were all upset. I said, I'm sorry, I see Kavanaugh getting in, but I saw them grabbing him by the scruff of his neck and pulling him out. So he no sooner sat down and got comfy, and then he's a goner. Can you tell us if he's going to go? Is Kavanaugh going to be investigated? Because they're already asking for some stuff. Like all of a sudden, all his, it's so stupid. All his, he didn't pay off his stuff. Somebody else did it for him. And it's so stupid to do that because it looks so underhanded. So now he's beholden. He can't be a judge for the rights of the people. He's a judge for the rights of whoever hands him the cash. What's going to happen to Kavanaugh? What's going to happen to Kavanaugh? Ten of Swords. What did I tell you? He'll be blown out of his tower. We're coming for him. His heart will be broken. He'll be looking for the exit door. Okay? And it's one thing after the other, and the Ace of Swords, which is like the angel of justice. Like, you know what? Dude. The angel of justice right next to the Ace of Swords. People will be dancing in the street. It takes a little while, you guys. It might not even be till next September. But he's going. Not this, well, maybe it's this September, but September's very strong. Okay, so listen, I got to go. I've got my mediumship this afternoon at 2 o'clock. That's been kind of fun. I'm not scheduling until next year because I got to notice that the implants that I got for my breasts, my big breastises that I had double mastectomy for cancer, the implants cause cancer. There's a recall on them. But don't worry, only if you've had them 8 to 10 years. Well, mine are 10 years old. So the cancer you get is a lymphoma type, deadly cancer. But, so I had to talk to the doctor yesterday, and he's like, well, if you don't have any signs, there's symptoms that I don't have any. He said, then, you know, we just sit and wait. I said, that's bullshit. I'm not going to sit and wait. I got an atomic bomb inside of me. So he said, well, I have no problem if you want to change them. It's just the risk of surgery. Well, you know, I'll take the risk of surgery rather than walk around thinking I'm going to get this deadly lymphoma. So anyway, I'm going to have that done. But you know what, you guys? I'm looking at my calendar. I'm so booked. I probably won't have it done. Right now, I'm asymptomatic. So I probably won't have it done until after Sedona next year. Probably in the summertime. Plus, my son started his job, and I got to get friends and stuff to help me because those first couple of weeks are tough. So, yeah, that's a pain in the butt. But got to do it. Girls got to do what a girl's got to do. So, but ladies, if you get that thing in the mail that says they were recalling, but don't worry if you don't have signs. Well, guess what? You could have a sign in a year. Oh, and then he tells me, you know, the ones I have, that they usually don't change them unless they fail. What do you mean fail? They pop and then all that crap's in my blood system? The whole thing is weird. But you know what I tell the doctors? You sit with that bomb in your body and you tell me how you're comfortable with it. He just told me, because you know you don't mess with me, because I'd be great. I said, shoot. You ain't talking to me like that. You're going to take this shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys, I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Ciao.